Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 9 with the Seattle Kraken. It's January 1st. We'll go through an overview of the season, kind of where we are, where we've been, what we're looking to do. And then I'm going to sim January and we'll come back and we'll do the trade deadline like we normally do. Before we get into that, though, I just want to kind of get the self promotional garbage out of the way. Guys, leave the channel a like, subscribe, leave a comment, please, if you wouldn't mind. That would be awesome. My goal is to get the channel to 2,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. It's a tiny, tiny number in the world of YouTube, but for me, that would mean the world. We're sitting at about 1330-ish right now, so about 670 some odd subs away. So if you even sort of like the content, um, leave the channel, the subscribe, please. That would be great. And also join the Discord. I'll leave the link in the description below. And that's me being awkward, and I'm done being awkward. So we're gonna get into the important stuff now, which is Seattle. So we are 27-15-3. And the interesting thing about this, we're in first place. Pretty handily over Anaheim. But the interesting thing about this is when December started, we were, I think, 14-13-1. I think. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at December for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 and, or I guess 12 and 2, 12, 1 and 1. I don't know if this one of these were both these over. So this was an overtime game. So we were 12, 1 and 1 in December. We were average in October, November. There's no other way to put it. December, we were back to our old selves. And we are sitting comfortably in first place, 9 points clear of Anaheim, 12 points clear of the Oilers. Dallas Stars are 30-10-2, currently with the second best record in the NHL behind the Hurricanes, 33-7-1. David Pastrnak leads the NHL in points, tied with Marner and Sebastian Aho. Leads the NHL in goals. Connor Bedard is seventh. And that's really been the problem. We have two players in the top 8 in goal scoring. And other than that, our goal scoring has been down this year, way down. I mean, I shouldn't say, we have 151 goals, which is third in the Western Conference. Yeah, third in the Western Conference behind Colorado and Minnesota. And offensively and defensively, we've been good. We are second in goals against behind only Dallas. But compared to last year, it hasn't been as good. You look at our team roster, and I fired our trainer. We suffered so many. Oh, look, another injury. We have suffered so many injuries this year. Right now, we have Devin Taves, Pavel Zacha, David Kampf, and Matty Beniers are all injured. Zacha tore his labrum. He was out for 3 to 4 months. He's still down for another month or two. Kampf dislocated his shoulder. Taves has been hurt multiple times this year. Only played 33 games. Matty Beniers has only played 33 games, and he's only averaging a point every other game. That's kind of what I was going to show you here when I first got into this. Offensively, we have one line scoring for us. Pastrnak and Bedard. Bedard have 60 goals between the two of them. And then look at that. It's not been good. Shane Wright with 13, Bjorkstrand with 10. Jagger Furka scored 35 goals last year. He's on pace for 29 points this season. So it hasn't. We've fixed the defense. Defensively, we are very, very good. But offensively, we are struggling mightily this season once you get outside of Pastrnak, Bedard, and Shea Theodore. It's hasn't been great. Has not been great. I didn't make any deals. Haven't had to. Thought about it in December, but we played so well in December that I decided to hang on for making any deals. I think we need forward help. 3 of our top 12 are down with injuries right now. We've got Julien Gauthier has only played 9 games. Gavin Hayes is now hurt. He's out for 2 weeks. So we'll put Bjorkstrand in for him, who just is now coming back from an injury. And we'll put him right there. Bjorkstrand. Yeah. So it hasn't been great. Has not been great for us, but we managed to muddle away in the first couple of months, and in December we were terrific. Statistically so far, Pasternak in goals, Marner, Matthews, Mikko Rantanen, Matthew Tkachuk, and DeBrincat. Aho leads in assists, Kaprizov, Riley, Barkov, McKinnon, Zegras. Pasta in points. In shots, Miro Heiskanen leads in plus minus. Buchnevich in shorties, Rantanen in power play goals. Mikko Rantanen now with the Capitals. He's ready to signed a $10 million a year contract, I believe it was. $11 million for 5 years with the Capitals, Mikko Rantanen. Shots blocked, Charlie McAvoy, Barkov face-off percentage. If we look at trade block, there are a couple of decent names on there. Cale Addison is a new addition to that, but Vrana and Kadri are both on there. They both make a lot of money, so I don't know that that's a move. I mean, the money's not so much the issue as it is the years. 3 more years on Vrana, 4 more years on Kadri. Mangiapane still got 7 years. Addison's not bad, but when you look at the list of upcoming free agents, even if you filter out the restricteds, this is just an absolutely bonkers list of upcoming free agents. Connor McDavid, Kirill Kaprizov, Breadman, Eichel, Kane, Stamkos, Line, Matthew Joseph, Dylan Larkin, Dubois, Jason Robertson, Kyle Connor, Jesper Bratt, Crosby, Ovi, Marchessault, Colton Sissons, Kevin Hayes, Nick Schmalz, Anthony Beauvillier, Kempe, Puliarvi. I mean, it's just ridiculous the amount of talent that are potential free agents this season. So I don't want to take on any contracts beyond this year at the deadline because I want to get involved in this. Financially, we'll have some money to play with. Lindgren comes off the books. Probably won't sign him given the amount of young talent we have. Some of these other deals, though, like, Furcus, Bedard, Shane Wright, their contracts all kick in next season, but Fax is most likely gone. Gauthier is probably gone. Bjorkstrand will be gone. I'm going to try to move Burakovsky as well for, even a 5th round pick or something. I want to free up as much cap space as we can because we've got, number one, we have Voulet, who's probably ready to come with us next year. Will Sharp, who was our top pick this past season, he's ready. Emil Hemming is ready. Alexis Michaud is probably ready. Rondeau is probably ready. So we've got 5 players here that we're going to bring in on entry-level deals. We could also probably bring in Luka Hauf as well on a short-term deal. So we've got a ton of players, and that doesn't even factor in what we have down in Coachella. We've got Kiviaru, who's going to be part of the team next year. So we have a ton of young players that are going to be coming up. So we're going to have some interesting decisions to make, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm hoping to be able to spend some money in the offseason and pick up, more than likely, a left wing. I want a top line left wing to go with Bedard and Pasternak for the next half decade. I just want to look who are some of the potential. Yeah, I mean, Kaprizov is the first one that shows up on the list. Kaprizov, Panarin. He probably won't want a long-term deal because of his age. Kaprizov's going to probably want 11 or 12 million. Stamkos probably won't want a super expensive contract because of his age. Same thing with Ovechkin. Same thing with Marchessault. I mean, some of these guys like, Beauvillier can play both wings. Kempe can play both wings. Tuck can play both wings. So plenty of options here. Line, lots. Jason Robertson, lots of names on here. So looking forward to the offseason. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to sim ahead, I don't know, a month and a half-ish, because the trade deadline is when? March 3rd. So if I sim up to, oh wow, there's like no games here. So I think I'm just going to sim up to the 24th. Then we'll come back and we'll play this last week and we'll see about making some deals. So guys, I'll talk to you in a sec. We're back. It is February 24th, and your Kraken are 32-20-5. We're 1 point clear of the Anaheim Ducks. They have a game in hand, though. Yeah, I mean, we've been good. I mean, we've been fine. But we haven't been anywhere close, obviously, to where we were a year ago. Offensively, we are a shell of what we did last season. If you look at our team history, oops, it's not where I want to go. History. Show our goals for. Does not. We were 57, 23, and 2. So we literally need to go 25 and 3 here over the final 28. Let's see. Can we look at? Yeah, I mean we had no, it's this year. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm going, well, those numbers don't look right. We had 368 goals in 82 games a season ago. We have 190 right now through 50 something. It hasn't been good. I'm not sure what it is. We're getting good goaltending. If you look at our goaltending, our goalie stats are quite good. Eric Portillo, 13 and 7, 247 with a 911. Logan Thompson, 19 and 13 with a 270 and a 908. So we're getting good goaltending. We just aren't scoring. And the injury bug continues to hurt us. I mean, Pasternak and Bedard have been fine, but we are getting absolutely wrecked with injuries. Zaka and Furcus will be back soon. Shane Wright out indefinitely with Tommy John surgery of all things. So our third leading scorer is done for the year. We do get Zaka back and Furcus back here shortly, but Furcus 9 goals in 45 games this year after 35 a year ago. It's just been bad. It's just been bad. We have to set our defense. We went through the Olympics, so some of our better players are not playing currently. Except for Bjorkstrand. Reset our lines. Yeah, let's just do this first. Let's just create the lines. Bedard, Bjorkstrand, Pasternak, Beniers, Kampf, Hayes, Burakovsky, Carabello, Robertson, Poitras. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. I want to switch Sanheim and Taves, though. Yeah, Bjorkstrand, Bedard, and Pasternak is fine. On the PK. That's a little weird. So why is No, I don't want Gauthier out there. Second line right wing. Hayes, I guess, for the time being. Yeah. Sanheim out there. All right. So let's take a look and see anybody on waivers. Matt Murray. Interesting. Trade block. Hasn't changed a ton. Hasn't changed at all. And I guess I would be okay picking up a bigger name if the team was anxious to get rid of him. Like if Calgary really wants to get rid of Mangiapane, maybe. It's a lot of money, but no, he's got a no trade clause. What about Nazem Kadri? $7 million for the next 4. And then we got Burakovsky on there. Yeah, so and a lot of the upcoming free agents that we were looking at before are now off the table. Most notably, Connor McDavid is no longer a free agent. Kaprizov is up there. Jack Eichel, Patrick Laine, Jesper Bratt is somebody that I would have a ton of interest in. If he was free, 100%, he would be somebody I would make a run at. I think we need a couple. Do we need a couple of wings next week, or do I just want a couple of wings for next year? And I would love to bring in like Kempe and Bratt. Like that would be just awesome. But we're getting. What happens if we try to trade for him? Interested in giving him up? Yeah, they're not even interested in giving him up. So I think we'll sim ahead a couple of days, get to March 1st, and then see if any new names show up on the block. All right, so we beat Winnipeg 6-2. So that's a good game. Kampf with 3 assists, Bjorkstrand 2 assists. I like seeing some other. As much as I like seeing Pasternak score 50 and 60 goals a season, it's nice to see some other names on there. Theodore, Poitras, Gavin Hayes, Connor Bedard, Bjorkstrand, and then Sanheim in the third. Oh, and we did get some pretty nice development as well back on February 1st. Right here. I guess January 31st. We got Alexis Michaud, who's not quite ready, but we'd probably sign him and stick him in Coachella. Same thing with Grubby. Kiwi Haru's up to a 15 offense, 14 defense, 15 physical, 14 mental. He'll be one of our top 6 next year. Cameron Wynot's 14, 14, 14, 13. Will Sharp, 14, 15, 14, 13. He'll be part of our top 6 next season. So we're going to have a lot of decisions to make defensively. Emil Vinny, as a 20-year-old, continues to develop. Look at those numbers this year for IFK. Helsinki, is that the top Swedish league? I don't have any idea. I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is the league that they're in the top league in Finland? Matty Beniers gets better. Haltunen gets better. Poitras is up to 2.5 star, 3.5 star. Shane Wright gets better, even though he's done for the year. Voulette gets better. So yeah, we had a lot of improvement, which is nice. So let's get to our next game. We'll take a look at the trade block again. I think forward help is where we're really going to be looking for some help, and specifically the big offensive names, not a defensive player. Jonathan Marchessault may not be a bad pickup for us. So what did that say about Furcus? Was he ready? Effectiveness will only marginally suffer. All right. Injury list. Furcus. Let's replace Gauthier with Furcus. Furcus back out there on the second line. Power play. All right, so what is it going to take to pick up a Jonathan? Okay, so the names have shown up. Colton Sissons, if we wanted a defensive target. We got Jonathan Marchessault. What's it going to take? Okay. So we can get a Jonathan Marchessault for Vini Heinola. I think I'm 100% okay with that, since we have a ton of depth otherwise. Where is he? I think that they will accept that offer. Can you retain? Interesting offer. I want them to retain because I want to be able to retain. All right, can I get a draft pick? A 4th? It's too weak. Nope. Can I get a 5th? Because we don't have a lot in terms of draft capital this season. But this is fine. I am totally okay with this. Jonathan Marchessault for Vili Heinola. Oh, it says I have to... Wait, you just said... You just said that you would make that deal. So let me try something here. Let's go to trade offers. If I retained his money this year, no. Do we just lean into this whole we have no draft picks this season? So Vili Heinola and a 6th for Jonathan Marchessault. Yeah, I don't really care. The draft is not going to be what the offseason is going to be about. All right, let's finalize the deal. So we pick up Jonathan Marchessault right off the bat to improve us offensively. Gauthier is going to place him on waivers. Who is struggling the most from a game rating perspective offensively? Carabella has been quite bad. So I think it's Carabella who gets the boot. And Marchessault. Let's shift up the lines here. And he's going right up top. We're going to put Marchessault on that top line with Bedard and Pasternak, I think. Beniers, Bjorkstrand, Furcus, Kampf, Hayes, Burakovsky. Top line power play time. Nope, I didn't want to take Bedard out. Let's put him there. All right, so let's play another day. And we've got so much young talent ready to come up that I am okay sacrificing some of these players. All right, so we pick up another win, 6-5. Bjorkstrand with 3 assists. Pasternak, Haig, and Theodore in the first period. We were up 3-1, and we were tied 4-4 after 2. Then we get goals from Kampf and Beniers in the third. Okay. What do we got on the deadline here now? Matt Duchene, long time Nashville Predator. Matt Duchene, Pavel Zacha, almost ready to come back. And Vladar on the trade block. He's had a good year. Vancouver, Thatcher Demko traded to San Jose with 10% of his salary retained for Rasmus Sandin. Interesting. Let's delete the messages. Let's look and see who is currently on the block. Oof. Jack Eichel, man. Jack freaking Eichel. Someone like Sessions makes sense, helps us defensively, but again, we don't really need help defensively. We need some offense. Oh, Rasmus Anderson. Ooh. I need to be smart about this. We've got 6 really solid defensemen. In fact, let's Kiviharu. I think we call up Why Not just to get that extra body up there. Like if we traded for a defenseman, who goes to the bench? Lindgren's a plus 14. I mean, it's not going to be Taves, not going to be Sanheim, not going to be Gould, not going to be Theodore. So it's either Haig, who initially we brought in to be that 7th defenseman, but he's been pretty good. But Jack Eichel. I just got to see. Wright or Bedard. Okay. Wright or Bedard. Those are 2 players I am not willing to trade you. These are not my players. These are my players. Just looking to see if there's any. Yeah, Carabella is a huge trading chip for some of these teams. Not going to get any better than he is now. He's only 21. He's been really bad this year. So maybe I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's filter by forwards. Jarvis, Boldy, Caulfield. Those guys are all most of these players are restricted. But again, when it comes to I can trade them and sign them. Field. Seth Jarvis is a beast. I mean, they would never do this because they're best team in the league. Yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't be averse to. Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to take a look at Rasmus Anderson or Noah Hannafin. Like, would it be worth trading Noah Hannafin or trading for Noah Hannafin, seeing if Carabella for Hannafin? I mean, that feels like a lot, but it also feels like, I mean, Carabella has not been good. He has 7 goals in 58 games. He's a -9. He's good offensively. He's got some good physical ratings. He's 3.5 stars. He's not good defensively. We get Noah Hannafin back, who's a stud on the blue line, and that just makes our defense that much better. So if we pick up Hannafin, what does that do for our lines? I mean, it gives us Taves and Hannafin as our second pairing, and then Ghoul and whoever as our third pairing. I mean, we have to start trading some of these prospects at some point. I think I'm okay with this. Ooh, they have to increase the offer a little. So Jake Carabella and a 7th to Calgary in exchange for Noah Hannafin. This is where I wish I was doing these live because it would be nice to get your opinions, but I think I'm going to. We're in it, right? We're in the race. We're in the race, and we have a ton of young players coming up next year. So even if we can't re-sign Hannafin, or maybe the alternative is we trade Taves, or we trade, um, uh, we're not going to trade Theodore, but maybe we trade somebody else and we keep Hannafin. I'm going to make it. All right. So there we go. There are our deadline deals. Haig will come out for now, and we will replace him with Noah Hannafin. So all of a sudden, we are, and we're going to, in theory, get back Pavel Zacha here shortly as well. He's down to 3 stars. That hurts, but he's 15s across the board. I don't really pay much attention to the ratings. He's pretty solid across the board. So we'll get Zacha back shortly as well, which will improve our offensive depth. But we are absolutely stacked on the back line now. Sanheim, Theodore, Taves, Hannafin, Ghoul, Lindgren. And that doesn't even include what we have down in the minors right now, which is Cameron Wynot and Aaron Kiviharu. So on the power play, I think we're fine there. On the PK, Taves, yeah. Hannafin and Taves. Crap. Yeah, guys, we're pretty stacked on the back line now. Hopefully that can help lead to some victories. Pittsburgh on the road. So we pick up Jonathan Marchessault and Noah Hannafin. And the first game with both of them in the lineup is a 7-2 shellacking against the last place Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's go. All right. Next day will take us to March. Anaheim's still only 1 point behind us. They now have 2 games in hand. So we're going to be fighting for first place here all the way down the stretch. Yep, we're now in second place as Anaheim wins. Take a second here while it kicks over into March. All right, let's look at the monthly budget. And numbers are going the wrong way because we didn't play many games in February. We only played like 5 games the entire month of February. Development report. We got Michaud gets better at his agility. Reed Guy gets better. He's going to be depth. He's only 19, but 2-star, 3 stars, 14s across the board. Will Sharp is injured, but his stamina gets better. Beniers gets better. Gould gets better. Haltonen gets better. Tucker Robertson. Oscar Voulet, screening and hitting, which you like to see. Emil Hemming gets better. Otten Burakovsky, Marchessault has got 2 goals in 2 games for us, so not terrible. Sanheim is down to 3 stars. He's got how many years left? A bunch. But the number drops pretty precipitously here over the next couple of years. Once you get through 2027, 4.8 is not awful, although we may likely be looking to move that. All right, next day. We got Washington. Can we win this one? 0-1 with our newfangled lineup. There we go. A 6-1 win moves us back into first place. I like our deals. Marchessault is one of those players that, we need offense. Stick him on that top line. See if that can. He's a little concerned with our performance. Zaka almost ready, but it should be safe to trade. I'm gonna wait until he's fully ready. Anybody want him? Here, Olivier Joseph, Dyson Mayo, Mikhail Vorobyov, and Mario Ferraro. His contract expires this year too. All right, I'm not interested in that. Yeah, so we are going to have a lot to do in the offseason. I'm just curious, what does Hanifin want? Oof, $7 million for 5. It's a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, Taves is likely to go. He's been hurt a whole lot these first 2 years with us, and he hasn't been bad, but yeah, he's been hurt a lot, so he's likely to go. Haig is signed to a reasonable contract. That's a very reasonable contract as a 7th defenseman. But Taves could potentially go. Lindgren will be gone. So next year we'll come in with Theodore, Gould. Why not Sanheim? Yeah, I mean, we'll have some space. And then offensively, who the hell knows? Burakovsky and Bjorkstrand are both likely gone. Marchessault with 4 points in 3 games. You like to see that. Burakovsky and Bjorkstrand are both gone next season, more than likely. Marchessault obviously will be gone, and then everybody else is young. We don't have a lot of money tied up into. Although Bedard, Furcus, Wright, and Beniers, their contracts all jump up next season, so we'll have some additional money on the books that we need to spend for those guys. So that's gonna do it here, guys. That is our trade deadline. We pick up Noah Hanifin from the Calgary Flames. He's likely a rental. We'll see how things go in the offseason. We pick up Noah Hanifin, and we pick up Jonathan Marchessault for the stretch run. He is a scorer. 30 goals a year ago, 21 this year. Already has 3 in 3 games for us. We're going to stick him on that top line and hope that moving everybody down one kind of gives the rest of the lines a little bit of additional oomph, as it will. But we're loaded on the back line, and I think our offense is good enough. You just sort of have to see how it goes here over the next month. So that's going to do it, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you think we did at the trade deadline. Got to give to get. That's what we did. And that'll do it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Join the Discord, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.